Ruben, I honestly can't imagine what that last few seconds were like for you. In fact, the whole 110 minutes, whatever it was, how big a moment do you think that might have been for you and the team?
I don't know. Is it really important? But in the future, we are going to find out. It's 3 points. I think if you look at the game, we should solve the game quite in the first half and then control the game. But it's never easy. We have to try to fight until the last minute. Things that we overcomplicated. But for me, the most important thing is that it doesn't matter what happened. We try. And during the game, we tried in every moment. Sometimes playing well, sometimes playing too open, too fast, losing possessions. But the effort was there.
When Bruno Mbeumo scored the second goal, which obviously put you 2-1 up 13 seconds after they'd equalised, I saw you just turn to the bench and just shake your head. What are you thinking at that? Are you thinking then, oh God, like, why do we never make it easy for ourselves?
I think if you look at the first half, we have so many chances to score a goal, and then that can help us to control the emotions, the game, to involve the fans, but we are always doing this, and then you have the feeling you can control the game, and I think you control well. But then one throw-in, one set pieces in this moment is really hard for us. But I was shaking my head because sometimes things are really easy. Sometimes
football is crazy, right?
Yeah. But today was fair again.
Do you think the win might be massive for the group? Because it almost seems like at times it hasn't mattered how well you've played, you've not been able to get over the line. So maybe your players will now clear some sort of mental hurdle. It will take some sort of weight out of the shirt.
I think it helps us because we have now 2 weeks, and imagine 2 weeks with a lot of opportunities. Fulham in the beginning of the game is the same Arsenal. We try until the last minute, and not to get one win would be tough on the team. So it's going to be important. Was a game that we had to win, and we won, but we have a lot to do.
Yeah. When Bruno stood over that penalty, and obviously it was a long wait as VAR gave it, I was looking at you, and you were facing the other way, looking up at the heavens or whatever it may be. In that moment, what are you thinking is at stake for you personally? Honestly, I mean, with the way it's been.
I just look. I don't like to see penalties, but I like to see the image of the fans. But I was just thinking that what it has to be, and you understand sometimes one moment can change a lot of things. But in that moment, I just was thinking that it's fair to win this game. And Bruno, I was not expecting Bruno to miss two. No. Penalties in a row, so I was really confident.
It's been week of the penalties, hasn't it?
Yes, today was a good day for us.
Yeah, are you thinking at all in that moment, this might decide my Manchester United future? You know, I know it sounds kind of dramatic, I know, but the interviews with you have kind of been dramatic this week.
Yeah, I know, but no, I was just thinking Bruno is not going to miss twice. So I was confident. It was fair for the lads.
Is it possible to stand here right now and put your emotions into some sort of words?
Yeah, I think we know we're in a difficult moment, and we knew it, and we just take everyone together. So I think that's what helped us today.
Is it just a completely different experience playing for Manchester United? I know you're only in the early weeks, but playing for Manchester United, winning for Manchester United, is it just a completely different scale to what you've experienced in the past?
Yeah, I think obviously it's a big club, so the expectations are high. So I think we need to deal with it. But obviously it's a great feeling to win here.
Yeah, I'm sure. How big a hurdle do you think the team might have cleared today? Because it's almost been like, even last season when you went here, it almost seemed to get to a point where it didn't matter how well you played, you couldn't win.
Yeah, I think it's really hard. As I said, everyone expects a lot from us, and I think it was really good to win today, even mentally, and now going to the national break with a bit of breather.
Yeah, we'll come to his goal in a moment in an astonishingly eventful second half, because United, of course, missed all those chances to add to their 1-goal lead in the first half. And then, Gary, Burnley got the first of their equalisers from nowhere and stunned Old Trafford. And same old defensive issues again?
Yeah, we did. It was anything but straightforward the second half, wasn't it? goal to concede from a United point of view. You see the build-up here. De Ligt gets sucked out wide. Yeah, it's a real sloppy goal to concede. You look at Dalot and Shaw's position here. I think once Dalot and Shaw are occupying the centre-back position, they have to open the body position and see that run. He doesn't really have to bust his gut to get in there. He almost just drifts along and he can't believe his luck when the ball comes in. For me, from a defensive point of view, you have to scan, you have to open your body up. You can't mark this space, you have to get against somebody. And from a United point of view, a really sloppy goal to concede.
That's silenced Old Trafford, but right from the kick-off, that man we just heard from got his first goal at Old Trafford.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes the most simple thing to do is also the most effective thing to do. A nice long ball up here. Sergey, which I think he was probably the best player, Man United player today, gets a little touch. This is well done by Dalot, and clever little sort of track back from Mbeumo, and his first goal in a red shirt at Old Trafford. Yeah, and you think, okay, fine, we conceded that goal. Now we're back. And now we take off from here, you know, because sometimes you can concede goals and it's bad, and then that's a recovery. But you have to take off from there. And you know what? They didn't.
No. I think it was an impressive piece of play by Mbeumo. To be fair, I thought was one of the better players for Manchester United. The way that all the defenders was going back, he just checked his run 2 yards out, and it opened up that space for him. But Scott Parker will be fuming. Yeah. You just work hard to get yourself back in the game, and a minute later from the kick-off, you're down again. So disappointing.
But Peter's right; they didn't build on it, and more defensive issues, and the goalkeeper involved in 2-2.
Over to you, Pete, with the goalkeeper.
Why me? Why me?
I mean, he should do better here, shouldn't he, Peter?
No, of course,
Yeah.
Of course he should.
This is everyone. This is everyone. Just have a look at all the red shirts doing nothing, doing nothing. And then that isn't great goalkeeping. You either hold on to, look at it from here, just hold on to it. Just hold on to it. Or, if you feel you can't, get it somewhere else, save, out to one of the sides, but did it straight back to Anthony, That was a gift, but fortunately, Anthony gave it back.
But even you can eradicate that from the start. I think the throw-in, the first contact was vital. It was very important for Burnley. The first contact was a great first contact, giving them the opportunity to cause havoc in the box and get a shot off.
But that first contact takes 4 players out of the game for United, which is, again, what we talked about pre-match, the concentration, eradicate all the mistakes that you make. That's a simple thing. You cannot, a throw-in and a head on the front post, and then you got 4 players less than they. Plus, there were 2 players free, even in the beginning.
So, Anthony thought he got a point for Burnley. Then he was involved in this incident. We've been talking about referees and VAR right from minute 1 of today's show. Happy with the outcome here? What do we think?
I think it's a penalty, but it's one of the softer ones.
Gary?
And it's stupid. It's so stupid. No need to do that.
Yeah, I agree. I think it is a penalty, but I think it's very soft, and I totally agree with what Peter said. It's a rush of blood. I don't understand why he's done it, why he feels the need. You've got Hartman, who's goal side.
What about this man again, stepping up, Peter?
Yeah, he missed last week.
Scored 2 in the shootout in the week, though.
It's 2 in the shootout in the week, and we've been trusting Bruno to take these penalties for years, and today he was back on track. And I tell you what, when you are under that kind of pressure as a football club, as the manager is, as the individual players are, and he is as well. He is also under pressure because people are looking at, he is the leader of that team, and that team is not working perfectly. You step up there in the 90s plus 7 minutes, that's pressure. That's a lot of pressure, and he just dealt with that. So fantastically well done.
I feel like he's a player you look to. Big player, big personality. He misses a penalty, he's not fazed by that. He was only one man that was going to take that, I think, in that situation. And he dispatched it.
Stuart Atwell recommends an on-field review.
Yeah, and it's a foul, but it's outside the box. And because it's outside the box, they can't give the free kick. Is that right? Yes. Correct? Then it's a drop ball and play. So they've got this right. I think it's even Steven there, isn't it? But you can see that little kick.
What's the defender's point of view there from Kyle Walker? Breathing a huge sigh of relief?
Yeah, I was watching it obviously in real time, and I was thinking, just be careful, be careful. It seemed like it went on for an age, but I agree. I think it was a free kick outside outside the box, but it was a little bit of like 6 or one, half a dozen in the other. It took me a few times to watch it to get to that decision. So yeah, it was a difficult one for the referee.
Now, from the free kick for the goal, Kyle Walker involved again. Was this a free kick in the first place?
Nope. Not for me.
You've got to get in ahead of Peter.
I said straight away, yeah. No, not for me.
It's a corner kick. It's a corner kick. So it doesn't make the biggest difference because it's kind of, even though it's a little bit closer, but you know what? What to say that is, I really feel for Dubravka. He's played really well in this half. That reaction there is incredible, but it's clearly over the line. And Colin have scored for Man United, and still no Man United players scored in this Premier League season.
They've created history today. The first Premier League team ever, first 2 goals of a brand new season are both own goals.
Yeah.
That's never happened before.
There's been chances. I mean, apart from Matthias Cunha limping off with whatever that is, hamstring injury, it's been quite positive today. I mean, they
apart from the finishing, though. I mean,
apart from the
what about Ahmad's chance right at the end?
but I mean, Xerxes came on instead of Cunha. I have to say he's played absolutely fantastic. This is a big miss. I mean, this is the equivalent of the goalkeeper, the other end, making a mistake. It is. That's how big that chance is, and that should be in the back of the net. But it's been positive. It's been a positive reaction from midweek and of course the first 2 games as well. A bit unlucky Xerxes here. Is that could that have been a little sort of soft penalty?
Nah, not for me. I think it was a good chance.
It was.
But the only positive, let's be honest, for Burnley, in Burnley's point of view, is that they're in at 1-0 at half-time, because that could have been very different. And I think Manchester United desperately need that second goal. As we know, football can spring up some surprises, but it's a dominant performance, I think, in a long first half for Burnley.
It's a big test now for Man United as well. We're come in at half-time. The football's been quite good. Now they have to go and do the same in the second half. Can they do that? We don't know.